star, make tracks like this.
What's going on, y'all? So as we wrap up 2016 and get ready to go in 2017, I wanted to give y'all my top 5 purchases for my studio this year. We'll jump right into this. Number 5 is going to be the Dizengoff Audio DA2. Absolutely love this pre. It's a 2 preamp, and the reason it's number 5 is just probably because I haven't used it that much. I do a lot more mixing and mastering than I do recording. However, when I first heard this pre, I knew I had to have it, which was interesting for me to go this route with a rack mount pre. I haven't bought one in a while, and I've been typically using 500 series pre's because I take my lunchbox to the studio when I track vocals. But again, when I heard this pre, I just had to have it. Really clean and open sound, and I really love it on female vocals. When I get a chance, I'm going to try it on some hip-hop vocals as well. But again, a really good sounding pre, really great price for a high-end 2 pre as well. Number 4 is going to be the Elysia X filter. This is the Vinyl All-Stars edition. I did request some silver knobs so I can have all of the gain knobs one color and all the frequency knobs another color. It came out really nice. I've been using this as my bus EQ since I purchased it earlier this year, and it's been working out really well for me, especially the high end up there above 20K, where I can really add some air to my pop mixes. Really been loving this EQ a lot. So number 3 is the Sebitron Smack. This is a company from Australia, and it is a dual mono stereo opto compressor. So I've wanted a stereo compressor for a long time, but I wanted a stereo compressor that allowed me to control both channels with one channel. For example, using channel 1 to operate in stereo, and the Smack does that for me. Not only does it do that, but it allows me control over my threshold, attack, ratio, release, as well as being one of my favorite types of compressors, an opto compressor. I recently used it on a country mix that I finished recently on vocals. I used channel 1 for the verses and used channel 2 with completely different settings for the chorus, and it worked out really well. I was able to dial it in quickly, really helped smooth out the vocal and added a pleasing tone to the vocal as well. And it does everything that you would expect an opto compressor to do. Really smooth. There's modes on it that allows me to really slam it if I want to, which isn't a typical characteristic of a opto compressor. This compressor really does things that I haven't seen other compressors do, which makes me a huge fan of it. I really love versatility in my gear, and the Smack gives me that. So definitely check out the Sebitron Smack. I'll be doing a review on it soon. Came across this compressor on SoundPeer's website and decided to check it out, and I'm really glad that I did. Number 2 is the Antelope Audio PR2. This has been a huge part of my mixing and mastering since I've gotten it. It is a very high quality A to D and D to A converter. I've been using it as my main D to A converter now, as well as the A to D conversion. Previously, I was using the Orion for the A to D conversion, and then I would use this when I master. But I guess halfway through the year, I started just using the PR2 A to D conversion exclusively. I've compared it to the Orion A to D conversion, and it just, I don't know, the PR2 just sounds more emotional to me, a little bit more clarity. So I can say that it is a better sounding A to D converter than the Orion. Not that the Orion is bad. I mean, it wasn't a night and day difference, but I definitely did prefer the PR2. And let me know if y'all want to see a review on the PR2. I'll be glad to do one. And number one is the most recent purchase I've made, which is the Presonus Faderport 8. Still can't believe that Presonus had got the price down to $4.99 on this. I was expecting to pay $6.99 or $7.99, but I'm really impressed with the hands-on control that the Faderport 8 gives me over Studio One. It definitely accomplishes what I wanted from it, was to get my hands off of the mouse more and more hands-on control. Once I got rolling with it, I've been really loving this controller. I was a little skeptical about it at first, just by looking at it and not knowing how it worked. But now that I've actually have it and I'm able to see how it integrates with Studio One, that from what I've used, this is just the best controller for Studio One. There's some things that the Faderport 8 does that's pretty genius. I'll be doing a first impressions video for it real soon, but with the new year coming to an end, or this year coming to an end, I wanted to go ahead and get my top 5 purchases out there for y'all. All right, so that's my top 5 purchases this year for 2016. Number 5, the Dizengoff Audio DA2. Number 4, the Elysia X Filter. Number 3, the Sebitron Smack. And number 2, the Antelope Audio PR2. And number 1, the Presonus Faderport 8. In the description, I've got a link to all of the gear mentioned in this video and where I purchased it from. All right, I'll catch y'all next time.